Hello everyone, let's have a basic test which we are going to do on one of the API called jippopotam.us. I will just show you this website. So this is one of the website which is going to give us the APIs. So these are certain APIs that we can trigger to get the response out of it. So you will be giving some country code and the zip code information to get the details of it. Okay. So let's see one of the zip code and verify the response outfit. Let's take any of this. I will take for the US. So whenever you just trigger this particular get request, what happens? It will give you the information on the postal code, country, and details as well as the place details. Okay, so this I want to automate using the REST assured. Okay, so in order to do that, you can just go to IntelliJ. We are going to use IntelliJ. You can just download it from Google. It's you can just download the um, community version. Okay, because that is a free version that is available. So just go to Google and say IntelliJ download, where you will be asked to download this IntelliJ IDE, and here you can go down, okay, and you can download the community edition. You can just download it because it's a free built on open source. Okay, and now if you just open IntelliJ, it looks like this with a welcome screen. But as I already have the project, I will show you how to create a new project. So here you can just go to new and say project. You can give any name. I'm giving Jippo Bottom. Okay, I think let's say API, Chippopotam API. And here you should select the archive type as a simple, like a quick start one. Okay, so if I just type quick start, you will get this particular option. You can just select this and select the Java version which is available on your machine, and you can click on create. So I will just give a new window. So this is how this particular project gets created. This is a Maven project basically. Okay. So now the very first thing that we need is we should go to the form.xml. Okay. And here, this is the way, this is the place where we are going to add our dependency. Okay. So let it get built completely. Okay, so now if you just see, there is already a default dependency that is added, JUnit. But what we need is we are going to work on TestNG as well as with REST assured, right? So I want the dependencies to be downloaded. So I will use first the REST assured Maven dependency. Go with the most used version or the latest version and just copy and paste it into your particular form.xml as a dependency. You can remove the scope to be test. Okay. And also I want, as I'm going to work with TestNG, I also need to add a TestNG dependency. Okay, TestNG, I will search for it. This is the dependency that I will be using. So 790, I can use it. And I will have this Control C and I will paste it inside the dependencies. And once it is done, just load Maven changes. This is a button. You can do that so that that particular version gets downloaded, and you can see this whatever downloaded dependencies for the Rust assured as well as TestNG inside the external libraries. Okay, so Rust assured, you can see, yeah, this is the one, right? 5540, which we have downloaded, and also TestNG, you will have it here. Okay, so this gets downloaded and it will be placed. You can see it as part of external libraries. Okay, so now let's go to our writing the program. So as we are testers, we normally write our program inside the src test java section. Okay, and when there is some development activities or developers are writing some code, okay, they are going to give some Java files, they will place it inside src main Java. Okay, for now, as we are the testers, we are going to work with src test Java, where we are going to create our classes. This is a default class that they have already created for us, but we are going to delete this and write our own class. Okay, I'm just deleting this. I will create a new class. Okay, so as a part of this, as I'm validating status code, okay, I want to validate the status code and I want to write a test case for that. Okay, for that, you can write one test case, which is you can use a TestNG test annotation, and here you will say public void validate status code. Okay, and here I will mention the code. So it will be in the format of given when then format. You might have seen Cucumber framework. It also looks similar to that. Okay, the Rest Assured provides such Gherkin's kind of library. So I will use some method like given, where it is you can import the static method, and given part is something where you will write the request related information. So if you are given something, okay, so what you are going to give, like I will give the base URI, right? You are going to give the base URI. Even here in the Postman, if I just see as a part of request, what you are going to give, you are going to give the base URI. Base URI is something which is common across this particular API. So this will be the common thing. So I will just take this domain and I will have it as a base URI. Okay. So given this particular base URI, and there is something called when you perform some action. What is the action that you are going to perform? You are going to perform a get operation. So you are going to trigger a get request, right? So you should send a get request, get call. Okay. So inside the get call, what I want to send, I want to send the exact path parameter. What is the path parameter? I want to send this /us and 00210. Okay. And on that, what you want to verify out of it, when you have sent a request and you have triggered a get request on this, what you want is kept under the then part. Okay, so here I will just keep the then what happens, I want to verify something. What I want to verify here, as I have written, I want to verify the status code. So what will be the status code? I will assert that the status code, it should be as 200, right? 200 is nothing but it is success, right? So I will validate this. So this is one of the test case that I can write if I want to validate the status code. If I want to run this particular class or a single method, I can just click on this and I can run this particular method. Okay. So if everything works fine, then I will get a status as pass. Okay. So let's see. It is running. If it is a green tick mark, then that particular test case is being passed. Okay. Similarly, not only status code, I can validate the body part of the response. Okay. So how to validate that? So I will just take copy of this and have a paste, and here I want to validate the body. Okay, so validating the body here. Let the status code be also be there, and I will write another test case where I want to validate the country information. Okay, so let's say validate the country info. Okay, so if I want to validate the country information, okay, so given when, and then so how to validate this country first? Let's see the country. So how to validate this? I can just use dot, as this is a part of a response body. I can say body, and I will give whatever key which is a country, and it should match. It should be equal to some expected value. This is the value. Okay. So this is the value. So equal to is a method coming from Hamcrest method. Okay, so you should import it. It is coming from org.hamcrest package. So I just imported and the error has been gone. Okay, so now this is our this is how you can validate the country. Okay. Similarly, if I want to validate the postcode as well as country abbreviation. Okay, so this is one. Let's see whether this is working fine first. If I just run this. So if it is successful, then it will say it's a pass. So it has validated, it has matched the condition. For suppose if I just gave some irrelevant data. Okay, so let's see whether it is failing or not. You can see that the test case has been failed. And what is it saying? It is you are expecting something like this, but actually it's United States, right? So that means it is working fine. Okay. Whenever you are just sending some wrong information, it is failing, and you are sending a right information, it is passing. Okay. Similarly, you can validate other um, parts of the response also. Okay. So I can say body again. And for suppose I want to validate the country abbreviation. Okay. So in that case, country abbreviation, I can't directly place this inside the double quotes because there are two words, country and the abbreviation involved. Okay. So in order for this to understand, I should provide it inside a single quote. Okay. So then only it will consider it as a total word. Okay, country abbreviation. As this there is a gap between country and abbreviation, so that's why I should provide this single quote. Otherwise, it will not accept. So here I should say equal to this particular US, right? Yes. So let's verify once again. I think I have missed one of the brace. Let me just do it again. So it has worked fine and it is passed. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do some more verification of the body. So let's say I want to validate the places information. So can I just validate directly as place name or longitude? As this is under the array, I should validate with the array index. So if I want to validate the places info, I can't say directly the places and equal to something. I should say take the references of places of 0 because that is the first index value, right? So if I have another JSON object inside this particular array, then the second objects will be places of 1. Okay, like that you can just verify. And if I want to give the longitude or place name, okay, place name is also having two words, right? So I should give in this format inside the single quote. And what is the place name? It should validate to this, right? Similarly, I can give for others also. Places of 0 dot I want to validate as latitude is a longitude is a single word. I can directly give it places of 0 dot longitude, and here I will place this value, validate this particular value. Okay. Like that, you can validate others also, places of 0 dot state and everything. Okay, so I can validate. Okay, places of 0 dot state, and it should match the New Hampshire and the state abbreviation. It should match NH, and also I can give dot body, places of 0 dot latitude. Okay, so here I will give the latitude, and it should be equal to this particular value, right? So this is how you can validate. Let me just validate the places info. Okay, it has been successful, passed. Okay, so now if you can run the whole class also like this, run validating body. Okay, so that it will run the three test cases. One is the validate status code, validate country information, and validate place information. See, it has executed and all were passed. Three tests pass. Okay. So now you can also validate the status like content type. Okay. Not only this, you can also write one of the test case where you can validate the content type. Okay. What is the content type that is being given as a part of response? Let's send this. And if you just see the header part, you will see the application slash JSON as the content type. So I want to validate that. So how to do that? I don't need this body. I already done this, right? So I can say dot content type. It should be application slash JSON. Okay. Not only that, I can also validate the time, response time. Okay. You can validate using less than. If I want to validate where that it should be less than some 400 4000 milliseconds. That means 4 seconds. It should be in the long value. So I just give L over here. Okay. So it has validated content type and the response time. Okay, so in order to do that, you can use this particular methods. Okay, so let's run the entire thing. So it has validated the content type response, and for suppose I gave some 2 seconds, okay, or some 1 second. Let me just run it again. What happens? It will fail because maybe this might take more amount of time and I have given only 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, see, it has failed because what is happening? It is taking around 1269 milliseconds, but I am expecting to just go with 1000 milliseconds. So, like that, you can verify if you just want to get the response within the time or something. Okay, so like that, you can verify. Mhm. Fine. This is what we just understood about this particular session. We will meet in the next session. Okay, let's run this and I will just drop out. Okay, maybe it is taking more than this. What is the time that I have given? Okay, it is taking 2526. Let me just give 4 then. So it has taken the time and it has validated the body information and the status code. Okay, this is how you can validate. Fine then. Thank you.